from the President, Cyril Ramaphosa. We were hearing from the Electricity Minister, Kgosienso Ramokgopa, saying that we're on top of load shedding. How much of that, now we're back into stage 3, how much of that was nonsense and how much of that did you believe? Are we just selling a lie we hope the world will buy, or do you think
all of it was nonsense? Basically, all of it was nonsense, bro. Like, I think they genuinely thought that, look, they have the election and they do something. I think it was burning diesel. And then that diesel became like a point where they were like, this can actually sustain us so people don't get so much angry. And then they are continuously using that. But now the diesel is finished, bro. So now we're back to this BS. Do you know how it sucks, bro? Like, especially in summer heat, we have to sit with no electricity. And some of the ministers are even going on to congratulate themselves for not having load shedding for the past whatever days. That's not normal, bro. This is the 21st century, so electricity shouldn't be celebrated in that way. If we're celebrating like poverty is going down or unemployment rates are going down, that's something to be celebrating, not that we have electricity. Bro, I don't know what to tell you, but look, it's getting to a point like I sold my inverter because I literally thought that the load shedding was going to be done. I sold my inverter and now it's this crap. Then no, bro.
that they actually were telling the truth last week in Davos?
Yeah, remember last time when South Africa went to Davos the year before, we were sitting in a serious trouble in terms of electricity blackouts are concerned. We were having electricity probably less than 50% of the day, and the all the teams in South Africa when they went to Davos, they were trying to explain to say, but when is this load shedding coming to an end? So when the Davos happened this year, South Africa had what more than 300 days without load shedding. So that was a good story to tell.
You see, what good story is that, bro? What do you mean good story to tell? Huh? I don't understand, bro. Like, what is so hard? Get the lights to stay on. Look, I can go deep into the economical side of this thing or the planning or the logistics of having electricity on a constant basis. I can get into that. But I mean, this is your job, government job. That's your priority. Like, we can't have civilians that are having ideas on how to fix the electricity problem in South Africa when you guys, this is your job, bro. Like, how many more years of this? Look at the title, Hello Darkness, My Old Friend. We still have time for jokes, bro.
And then to sell, and then to give confidence to the foreign investors that no, you can come to South Africa and start to work. So we believe what they were saying, and again it's mainly because we believe in the leadership of ELCOM. They are not playing politics. They're just being guided by engineering principles. So that's what we need to have in South Africa, where people are taking decisions based on engineering, not based on politics or emotions.
We'll actually start loadshedding at 5 p.m. this evening. We'll run it throughout the weekend, and primarily the objective is to build the reserves that we relied on quite extensively since the beginning of this week.
That's the diesel they're talking about. Like, come on, bro. Like, what is this?
The reliance on the reserves was occasioned by the unfortunate combination of multiple unit sweeps at the big two stations, Letabo and Matimba. We are well progressed in terms of getting these units back on track, back into operation, and they'll be coming through over the weekend and early in the new week. However, what we saw, despite the fact that our unplanned losses are just over 13,000 megawatts, is the fact that come next week, as the demand picks up, will not be having any.
We don't want to hear about all your megawatts that have declined and all this and this. Bro, y'all know the population was going to grow. Y'all know this. Plus, we have all the illegal connections y'all doing nothing about. I know some people, like bras of mine, who are not paying electricity because they are using your gas. What are y'all doing about it? Like, I know, bro, like for a fact. If I know, and it's not my job to know, how much more should you guys know? And look, let's not take away from the fact that some people can't afford to have electricity, but you need to make some sort of a concession for those people, bro, because now we must all suffer. And then you still have the nerve to say that we have to pay a solar tax. Imagine you want to go completely off the grid because you can't handle the instability of having no electricity, so you want to get completely off the grid. You have to pay for that. You have to pay for the incompetence of the government. You must pay if you want to solve your own problem. What kind of logic is that? And you would expect that if you have now more people in government, this government, national unity, or whatever, you would have more brain cells in government. Like, look, no shade to anyone, whatever. But the point or the bottom line is that this is your job, bro. Like, we even have a Minister of Electricity dedicated to making sure the electricity crisis is gone. But now we have this. We don't want to hear about megawatts. We don't want to hear about power stations. We want to know that the electricity is going to be constantly on. Leave the politics out of this. Where's the money? Where is the money? End of story. Or just get private people. A private power supply. Like, I can guarantee you, if you have competition in ESCOM, we're not going to have this problem. But because you want to make ESCOM a monopoly, so I can do corruptions and whatever, don't. I know I'm ranting on here, bro, and this has nothing to do with our channel, but this affects us. And if you're not from South Africa, you can imagine the frustration that we have. Like, already today I had load shedding twice, bro. Nah, this is some next level incompetency and next level BS.
Reserves if we do not create some allege for ourselves over this weekend. I just want to confirm that from a generation recovery plan, the issue of trips of units or tackling unreliability is a factor that we have all gotten to accept that we need to deal with it. And we are working as well within our structures of the Workstream 1 in NICOM to look at ways in which we can improve on reliability on the back of the maintenance activities that we have undertaken.
Who is this guy to begin with? We don't even know who he is. Where's the Minister of Electricity? Where's his dancing moves? Why aren't you dancing on this situation, bro? Why aren't you on top of it? That's what I don't understand. Bro, let's see let's go onto YouTube and check what.
This hour, after 10 months of uninterrupted electricity supply, ESCOM has issued an alert indicating a high risk of up to stage 4 load shedding for this weekend. The utility has attributed this to several breakdowns in generation units in the past week. ESCOM says it will use all of its emergency reserves, which will now need to be replenished. The entity is adamant that it's only a temporary setback, however. Electricity Minister Dr. Loadshedding Ramahopa will provide a status update.
Isn't this something we've heard before, like temporary setback, and it's only in the last few months? Didn't we hear all of this before? Isn't this something, this is not new. Definitely not new. We know, bro.
Later this afternoon. Latest on this, head of Energy Secretariat at the South African National Energy Development Institute, joining us then now as we get just a few more words with regards to this. Prof, thank you so much for the time. Appreciated here on Newsroom Africa. What do you make of this then? We've just had a situation in which ESCOM was only given a 12.7% increase in tariff hikes that will kick off in April, as opposed to the 36 they wanted. And then word of stage 4 load shedding, should I say, then for this weekend possibly happening. Are the two
during the entire Sunday, they will then be pumping the water up the pump storage, and then that will then assist them in replenishing the reserves.
The reserves they're talking about, bro, is basically short-term. It's not permanent fixes to the power grid. It's not going to help anything. So, in a nutshell, what they're trying to say is that, look, load shedding is coming back, accept it, it's there. Now, even if you decide that you want to go and like try and get yourself, let's say, off the grid or whatever, that too is consequential because it means that you're still getting screwed over, basically. When are we going to have an end to load shedding, bro? Like, what do we have to do? I mean, there's so much money that's been used, like, for nonsense, bro. Like, I remember there was a flag that South Africa wanted to make for 20 million rand. There must be money. And yet, we have to, in a country that's like the most developed country in South Africa, has to deal with having no electricity. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Look, it's not the regular vibe that we get into, but I thought let me just share my thoughts on this whole thing. It's not great, and I wish that the government can take us as South Africans more seriously. This is not a plan at all. Yeah, but that's about it, guys. So yeah, until next episode, stay safe out there. Peace out.